What are you doing? Can you not talk to me?
Just for the...
What are you doing?
Hey, don't do that, man.
Don't do that again.
Why?
Cause it ain't there, cause storing dead niggers ain't my fucking business, that's why.
Jimmy, we're not gonna store them.
A MyCast special Quentin Tarantino film review.
What's up, guys? I am MyCast, and I like films and TV shows, so today we're going to be talking about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the new Quentin Tarantino film. Oh yeah, Tarantino film time. I'm ready for some funny-ass movies with camera shots of feet and disgusting violence. Once Upon a Time is about Rick Dalton, an actor played by Leonardo DiCaprio, and it's about the downfall of his career and how he tries to rise up and how he tries to keep up with the fastly changing movie industry of the late 60s. Here is my two Quentin Tarantino movie posters. Yeah, I like to show them off. This movie's like really about the big shenanigans he and his stunt double Cliff Booth get themselves into while trying to get ahead in their careers. And in this movie, there's like awesome over-the-top moments with shit where it's like, that is there, and that's present, and you're just like, nice. You're just like, I like that, you know? And, oh my god, my chair is really squeaky, and I'm gonna, oh my god. Alright, Sharon Tate brought this really good, light vibe to the movie, and everything positive about her was great, and how she fit into the end, made the all characters, just end up in great places for themselves, and I was really glad she was in the film, and her performance was great. Margot Robbie's, by the way. Yeah, Margot Robbie. Each character is unique, and you go to love their uniqueness and how each character feels about the setting, and how they feel about the setting really kind of advances the story because it makes you feel like, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? And you're probably looking at my ring right now, and you're thinking, why does it look like he is married and has a wedding ring? It's actually the Ring of Power. I cannot put my hand in front of the camera. Ring of Power from, and it's not auto-focusing, Jesus Christ. It's the Ring of Power from the Lord of the Rings. In this film, there are like really awesome, unexpected things that happen, especially in the end, which make my face just light up with joy and almost have tears of joy because of how exciting this shit was to watch. I mean, the only flaw I can think of is that there's too much narrating at times, but then now that I think of it, that narration really just pointed out some funny-ass shit. And I don't know, I just don't have any peeves of this movie, no pet peeves at all. Anyways, why am I saying pet peeves? That's pet peeves are for general things, I don't know. But I don't know, I couldn't find any negative things about about this film and stuff. So, oh my god, this squeaky chair, oh my god. Alright, I'm just gonna take this squeakiness, the sets, the camera shots are really beautiful. They're well shot. They make you feel like you are there. And, like there's a lot of nice tracking shots. And it's not like an Alfonso Cuarón where the whole movie is like 7 long shots. It's like they have good tracking shots that are able to like show things in a good way. And then they cut to like something fast paced and it's nice. Like, there's like, this is kind of like chapter based movie and stuff. So like each chapter, like it's a little slow in the beginning, but then at the end of like each little chapter of the film, you're just like, hey, yeah, that's awesome. But this is gonna be a classic. If enough people see this, fuck the Lion King and them stupid Disney remakes. This shit, everyone in the movie theater was just applauding at parts, and everybody liked this, and everybody will like this. So go see this and see some like original stuff, because movies nowadays are all like sequels or remakes. So give this original film a shot. There's a lot of good actors in it and actresses, and I loved it. A lot of people will love it. People who would see this are people that want to see something funny and relatable with wacky moments of violence. And this movie is not for people that like short, simple movies. This movie is long, but not too long, you know. This is one of my favorite films of 2019, and I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5, guys. 5 out of 5. And yeah, so here's the thoughts of the film as soon as we got out of the theater. Even though in the beginning of this little clip I say that there's going to be spoilers, there's no spoilers. I was just making some shitty-ass improv up. So yeah, here's what we thought about it after we left the theater. Why'd I snap? It's not the end of the video. Alright, so we just saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I'm MyCast, I like films. And this is just what we thought after we saw it, okay? We can spoil it. Let's do a spoiler talk. We'll show this at the end of the video, and people will see it, or latter half of the video. Talk about your 70s thing back of the car.
Well, the way Tarantino shot the movie is it was really unique. A lot of the scenes, they were shooting the people in the front of the car from the back seat. So, you know, at my age, I remember everything of the 70s from the back seat. So the taste, the feel, the smell, everything. I could like kind of remember the cigarette smoke, the nasty taste, you know, how the vinyl seat stuck to your butt. and the radio sounded. I remember all that from that, and how he shot it made the feeling of being in that era come back to me from a person that lived in that time.
Yeah. So, what do you think of like how the chapters were set up? Like, do you think it was boring at all, or was it like well paced?
I think it had some ups and downs. It was a little slow moving at the beginning, but I think it was all well worth it.
Yeah, it was all like at the end. It was just like woo.
Yeah, and that's, you know, I like surprises and being surprised in movies and the original format of what's coming, not knowing what's coming, and it was fantastic. It really kind of kept you on the edge, and then you finally knew something was going to happen, but you didn't know what. So it was really fun. It was a lot of fun.
Well, with Tarantino, what was the first Tarantino movie you saw?
I saw his. I saw Mr. White and Mr. Black, Mr.
Yeah, did you see Reservoir Dogs before Pulp Fiction though?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
So it was really popular?
No, it wasn't popular, but I saw Reservoir Dogs before.
Oh, that's cool, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you've seen them since his first movie?
Right, and like Reservoir Dogs, it's kind of still a mystery. You know, when you're watching the movie, you're engaged because you're trying to figure out what happened. And in this movie, you're kind of engaged because you're trying to figure out what's going to happen. But you don't really know what it is. There's a lot of storylines there's a couple intersecting characters that are weaving back and forth, and you think something else is going to happen, and then, you know, something else entirely from what you thought happens. And that's what makes it a lot of fun and a great movie, in my opinion.
Yeah, we're really not spoiling it at all, actually.
No.
We don't need to. Never mind. No spoilers. This is just like, you know.
But it was, you know, you have that time frame. If any filmmaker could capture a time frame, a time in history, he does it like extremely well. Like
even he mentions everything, you know, like the Vietnam.
Yeah, I mean that was from that perspective, it was wonderful, and all the characters that were at that time in that area was very realistic. So, you know, having grown up at that time, you kind of remember it.
Yeah. That is what we thought after seeing it in the theater. See you guys in the next video.